Hey guys, John at Bluesman Vintage here. Check this out. One of the cleanest Longhorn basses I've ever seen. I love these old Danelectros. This one's really cool. A few little nicks and dings, but man, this thing's like 7 years old. All right, it just came in for a setup, but I'm gonna show you a couple of tricks with Danelectros that people struggle with. A lot of times is the bridge, you have these little notches for your strings to catch in, and you'll see like this gentleman had the ball end kind of halfway notched in there. That doesn't make a real secure connection. So what I do is take you a set of needle nose pliers, bend that string over a little bit like that, and then get some slack in it here. You can clip over that bridge and make a much more secure anchor point for your string. This works on the new Danelectros, some of the new ones too, that still work that way. So that keeps a much better deal. Also, this instrument has a micro tilt. So when it first came in, it was really buzzy and rattly and the bridge was jacked up really high. Someone had used the micro tilt too much and then the neck was pitched way back at a real high angle. So we brought that back down, tightened the neck bolts up to where we get wood to wood, and then we're gonna set it up from there. We don't like using the micro tilt if you can at all help it, because they're notorious for bending the end of the fingerboards. So that's on Fenders or Danos or any of them that have the little micro tilt adjustment. If you're not familiar with what a micro tilt is, there's an Allen screw right here. You would loosen this screw and tighten that Allen screw inside, and that would push the neck backwards, giving it more adjustable angle. It's a last ditch effort. Don't use it unless you have to. A lot of Fenders have it. It creates an air pocket between the neck and the body, which is not good for sustain or resonance. But a couple little tips on Danelectros, and so now you know. There you go. So here's another cool little thing. It's really clean Danelectro Longhorn. The controls have never been out of it, never been touched. The cover's never been off. Pull the cover off and they still got all the original foil tape here. And if you look underneath, there's a little piece of hardboard with some writing on it. I can't see what that says. But that's insulating between the concentric pots and the shielding was a little piece of the hardboard that has been there since 1961, I think. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Interesting. This is what the top is actually made out of. When they talk about hardboard, a lot of people don't know what this is. It's almost like a pressed cardboard or Luan. It's textured on one side. This is what the top and back of this guitar are made out of.